A lot of those guys, a lot of former band members of mine, a lot of friends, you know, they're not here, and it's like, what good are you if you can't? If you're not alive to create music
well,
anymore.
Everybody thinks you have to live that persona.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not really true. It's not what it's about.
Yeah, so
really
I mean,
isn't.
I think it's great that more bands now are here showing, showing people that that's not what it's all about,
Right.
man. It's about music, you know?
All right, guys, King Scott and Jonesy here, SoberSmash, and we're here with Christian from, I'll tell you what, kick-ass rock group, Stone Sour. Christian, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
I got to tell you guys knocked the socks off of Fort Lauderdale today. I was out there out front watching you guys, and you guys ripped it, man. It was awesome. Awesome.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like as much as we're their show, they're just as much our show. So
Right.
when it's a great crowd, it just makes us play better.
Right. Well, your energy definitely went over to the audience. You could see that out there.
Thank you.
Which was really cool. It's
Thanks,
good to
man.
see that, you know? How do you guys keep that energy level up like this?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of us are, we just take good care of ourselves, man.
Right.
You know, we kind of have to. I mean, we're not old yet, but I mean, we're all in our 40s now,
Yeah.
and it's like, I mean, I do all kinds of stuff to stay in shape and to,
Well, you got to eat healthy. You got to work out. It's
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you're hopping on stage every night and going out partying and expect to get up there and play again.
No, it's
That's
not
a tough deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you get to be like 40 years old, it's
Right.
working out and stuff like that isn't really a choice anymore.
Right.
When,
It's a necessity.
yeah, especially when you do this kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't need these 20-year-old kids running circles around me out there.
Exactly. You're showing them how to do it.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
Totally.
right.
That's right. You guys all listen. Kristen's gonna teach you how to run around the stage at 40.
Yeah. And fall on your
And
asses.
that's not an easy task. Let me tell you. Tough deal.
So what do you think is it looks like there's really great chemistry going on with you guys up there.
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
It's feeding into the crowd feeds you, and it's going back and forth. What's that chemistry about? What is the key to having that kind of chemistry with a band?
Well, I think the main thing is, I've known Roy, our drummer, pretty much my entire adult life.
Okay.
And him and Johnny Chow and I are all from the same area of the East Coast, the Philly, New York area. And
go Philly, Eagles.
Exactly. we all came up in the punk rock scene.
Right.
So we've known each other for years. We've been friends with Corey and Josh since before I was ever even involved with the band or anything like that. So I think that's really the most important thing. We have a strong foundation because we have over 20 plus years of history together.
All right.
And a lot of those years before we ever even played a note of music together. So we knew that those guys are my family.
Right, right. And I think that totally reflects the music also.
Yeah,
and when you're writing
sure.
together, when you're a close-knit bunch, guys in the band,
Yeah,
and
we
you can
don't-
sit and write together.
Yeah, we're not one of those bands that travel separately and
Right.
stuff. I mean, before we play, we're back there, all five of us together, blasting old Kiss records. And
That's great. That's
Kiss.
awesome.
There you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
That's great. Where are you guys heading after this tour?
We're going to Atlanta tonight.
Okay.
And we have a day off, and then we're playing there the following day. So I'm going to try to find a good comic book shop that has some old vintage toys.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
That's what I do now.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens to rockers. You see
Yep.
that?
Just call
As
me
you
Mr.
mature-
Rock and Roll.
You mature, you start going to toy stores. That's what
happens,
happens. That's what keeps you sane, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
It seems like you really kind of like embrace your fun.
Oh, yeah.
You like to have fun, and I like that. A lot of people are up here, they're trying to just talk straight rock and roll, but you're talking about toy stores and comic books and having fun. And
I spent a majority of my life not in Stone Sour, so I spent a majority of my life having things like day jobs and
Right.
traveling in vans with bands that couldn't afford to eat for, you know, months and years at a time and all that kind of stuff. So if anybody appreciates doing this, it's me.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, well deserved.
Thank
well
you.
deserved, man.
Appreciate it.
Definitely
man.
well deserved.
And I gotta tell you, you killed it here. The fans loved it. I hope you enjoyed your time here with us in Florida.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you guys had the crowd probably bigger than anyone else here that we've seen so far today. Like, the response has been tremendous.
Yeah,
they
were
went
great.
Crazy for you guys.
They were great. I mean, I'm personally here not just to play, but obviously I want to see Ozzy.
Yeah.
And it was great hearing Stone Temple Pilots.
It was
cool.
very
it was
cool.
Cool hearing those songs.
Very
again,
cool.
You know?
And it sounded good.
Yeah,
they sounded really good.
Great.
Good job.
Now, if you could, just for fun, if you guys could go on stage with somebody or open for somebody or play with somebody, is there somebody you would really, really love to work with, like out there somewhere?
Yeah, we're doing it coming up. Ozzy.
Oh, with Ozzy.
Nice.
Yeah, we're doing a whole tour with Ozzy.
So this is your dream already. You're living your dream right now.
That's my bucket list. The only thing that would even come remotely close to that would be Kiss. And that's just being honest. I mean, I know they're like classic.
I like that
bands
lineup:
and stuff,
Kiss, Ozzy, Stone Sour.
Yeah.
That could be a good
ticket.
bill, right? That's a good bill.
Make it happen, Gene.
That's a nice
Gene,
bill.
if you're listening, this is the lineup right there. That's
it. We could probably help you with that.
Yeah,
we could definitely
we'll
do
make
that.
a call.
Yeah, I'd love that. It'd be amazing.
I just want to throw it out there. We're spending a lot of time with people out there. Seems to be a shift with a lot of bands and with a lot of fans that it's not all about the drinking and the drugs anymore. It's getting more about the music. The shift is really nice to see. Would you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. I'll tell you what, like in the time period that I grew up in, which I guess would make up a majority of the 80s and even into the early 90s and stuff, I mean, that's just what bands did. You know, you read all the stories about, Keith Moon driving his Rolls Royce into what, and all these crazy stories. And, and that's what you grow up on. And it's like, that's kind of what you think you're supposed to do almost. And, that's not the only reason why I was like a walking chemical experiment for, on and off for however many years. But it definitely had something to do with it, man. I mean, when a guy like, guys like Ace Frehley, Keith Richards, Johnny Thunders, people like that, when those are the guys you look up to, it's like you think you need to do that to write great songs and stuff like that. And, a lot of those guys, a lot of former band members of mine, a lot of friends, they're not here. And it's like, what good are you if you can't, if you're not alive to create music anymore?
Everybody thinks you have to live that persona.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not really true. It's not what it's about.
Yeah, so
really
I mean,
isn't.
I think it's great that more bands now are here showing, showing people that that's not what it's all about, man. It's about music,
That's right, and helps the creative process also.
Yeah, dude, I don't write songs because I'm high on drugs. I write songs because I have something that I need to get out that I used to suppress with certain things,
Well, tell everyone how they can reach the band, Christian. If you want to give some info.
Well, the hotel we're staying at tonight is
fourth floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Room
The Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah, the only thing, the best place to find us really is, aside from the usual social media avenues, is stonesour.com. There's a lot of sites that look like Stone Sour sites and stuff on social media, but the real ones are connected to that one. So, and follow the other ones too, because that's cool that people take the time out of their day to care about us five idiots.
Check these guys out. They're awesome. They put on a great show. Everyone loved them today, and they definitely knocked the socks off of Fort Lauderdale. Christian, thanks a lot, brother.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you coming by, man.
By the way, Christian, you've been sober
smashed.
smashed.
You've been sober smashed.
All right.
Sober Smashed.